I'm going to show you how you can create a suggestions box that you can embed anywhere on your website. There's only one tool you're going to need to use to basically do all of that. It's Zapier.com. It's an automation tool and it does a whole bunch of other stuff, but they recently came out with a tool called Interfaces and Tables that allows us to make this suggestion box. This is our little homepage, our dashboard in Zapier, and once you're inside, once you've made an account, you're going to go over to tables and you're going to make a super basic little table. I've already created one as an example. I call it suggestions box, but it just has two primary columns. The first is what's your suggestion and show publicly. I added this checkbox, show publicly, so we can check on or off certain suggestions on our back end to make sure we only have certain suggestions that we like showing, if we wanted to do that, but you don't need to. Once you're done and you have this table set up, for suggestions, you're going to go over to interfaces and you're going to click create a new interface. So we're going to create an interface and it's going to automatically, because it's based off of a table, it's going to automatically create two views for you. And the first is going to be a simple little form. So we have submit form and we have table view. Let's go to submit form. This is going to be what users can see. So I don't want them to be able to choose whether it's shown publicly. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to hide that. And now it's just a little thing, a little submission form with a CAPTCHA for what's your suggestion. Whenever we want to share or embed that on our website, we can just go up to click share and we can pass it through a link. So we can have a button on our website that links to this page, or we can just embed it directly on our website by copying an embed code. And I'll show you how that looks a little bit later. But that's one page. And then we go back to here and we can see the table view. And this is another page that we can embed, and it's just all of our suggestions. And I can go and I can edit this and I can filter that data by only shown publicly. So let's do that real quick. Boom. So I set up a filter that says show publicly is exactly true. And so we only have two that are true. If we remember from our suggestions box, when we go back here, there's only two that are allowed to show publicly because I filtered it. And then I also turned off show publicly because people don't need to see the checkbox, so they just need to see the suggestions. And then for this page, with all my list of suggestions that's live updated, I can link to that, or I can embed that in the exact same way. So now we have two pages that we can embed and put anywhere. Those are our interfaces. We can pop those anywhere on our website via a link or a code. And that's it. People submit stuff into the form. It goes into our little back-end Zapier table, and then it pops up on our table view in the interface. So it's just a working suggestion box. I'll show you how that looks in just a second. So I just built a super basic little website, and I added a little embed code, and I added a link. So this is what it looks like in the real world. It's at suggestionsoo.card.co. I can click on this button to go to new suggestion, and it will bring me to that little suggestion form that we saw before. I can input a suggestion. I have to, submit a little CAPTCHA. I'll just pop my little suggestion right in there, click submit, done, easy. And then it automatically actually brings me to the table view, which is super nice, but I'm just gonna go back and back to my little home page here so we can view the embed and what is on it automatically. Right now, it should just be two suggestions. Yep, the two little suggestions. But if I want, I can go back into here and I can check yes on that suggestion that just came in, that little dummy suggestion I just made. I can refresh. Oh, it already popped up. You saw it. And it's just done. So it's just actively live updated. I can control what's on it, what's not. It's pretty cool. You can do this anywhere on your website.